It's raining, baby.
Good morning. So today we're going to work on fluency, but not the speed checks that you normally do with your partners. Today we're going to focus on phrasing and making sure that we're comprehending what we're reading as we're going, and that's going to come through in our voice. As you notice, when I'm talking, it's kind of like when we're scooping, and the words that go together, you say together. It would be very difficult to follow and comprehend what I'm saying if I didn't phrase as I spoke. When I bring the words together and I scoop them, it creates meaning. And we want to make sure that we're doing that with our outside of our head voices, because that's what we hear when we're reading to ourselves with our inside of our head voices. So we're going to practice that today. I want you to open your books to page 182. We're going to take a look at that paragraph titled Ocean Pollution. And together, we're going to try reading it without phrasing. And it's going to sound a little weird. We're going to try to sound like robots. I'm going to demonstrate that again for you. We can ignore punctuation right now because we are not paying attention to phrasing. So this is what not to do and how not to read. In addition to polluting lakes and rivers, many of the toxic substances produced on land and up in our oceans. What did I just say? I have no idea what I just said. You don't know what I said either, because I wasn't phrasing the words. In addition to polluting lakes and rivers. Lakes and rivers has to go together because that's what we're talking about, both of them at the same time. Polluting what? Lakes and rivers. Not just lakes, not just rivers. Many of the toxic substances are the same. They're going together. Substances is the thing. Toxic is describing them. Of the is leading us to that. Many of what? The toxic substances. Which ones? Produced on land. On land goes with produced. It's showing where it's been produced. End up in our ocean. End up goes together because that's the verb phrase that we're using. In our ocean is where it ends up. So it sounds like this when we're doing it correctly and fluently. In addition to polluting lakes and rivers, many of the toxic substances produced on land end up in our oceans. Do you hear the difference? I want you to hear the difference when you're reading with your partner. And this time, if you hear yourself stumbling over a word, no worries. Stop, go back to the beginning of the sentence, and try it again. Because remember, we're reading for fluency, which leads to efficiency and understanding. It's not about letting the words come out of your mouth. It's not about the words floating on top of our brain. We want it all to sink in. So, you're going to be reading to your partner. I gave you your multi-dimensional rubric where we're not just looking for words correct and speed. This time we're looking for the tone of your voice and your inflection. So you want to sound like a human speaking to a human and not a robot speaking to other robots. And you want to phrase and loop, scoop the words together like we keep doing in practice. So good luck today with your partners, and we're going to see how you did. Thank you.